Welcome back to DIY Willy. Today we're getting back on the 2012 NISSAN Frontier. There's some nice lights that need to go here. We got to put some clips on the front and wire them up, and yeah, should look pretty good. So let's check those lights out. So here's the lights. They're the KC SLIMLITE LED Series, number 100, spot beam pattern, 550 watt LED black housing. So they're pretty nice. And yeah, let's check them out. Nicely packaged. Come with the harnesses and the covers. See one of the lights. Oh, that's a pretty nice light. There we go. Let's get them installed. Mount the 4 lights across the bar here. We're going to use these tabs, these pre-made tabs. They should fit perfectly on there once we grind some paint away and weld them in. The hole, however, will have to be drilled out to 3/8. That hole's a little too small, but that's okay. That's a pilot hole. And the lights are the, excuse me, and the brackets that we bought are all over the ground. Anyway, this is the part number for what we bought. I believe they purchased them on Amazon. And yeah, we'll get some paint ground away and we'll measure it out and we'll put the clips on. Okay, so I've done the measurements. I kind of got the spacing figured out. I put a center punch mark where all the brackets will go, and I'm going to remove the paint now, and we'll grind up the brackets, clean them, and we'll tack them in, and then we'll double check the light layout and fitment before we burn them in solid. Alright, excuse the noise of the fan. It's really hot outside and I want some air movement. But I've got the tabs laid out everywhere. I'm going to start with the first 2, the center. I've center punched, see if we can see that. I've center punched the center. Then I center punched at each bracket as well and made a line. So now I'm going to go ahead and tack these on and move on to the outside 2. Okay. All right, there it is, welded up, painted, the lights installed. Got a little bit of skin print right there. Oh well, I'll buff that out when it dries better. The lights look pretty good. I like them. Now we got all these wires to deal with, and I'm really surprised there's no relays on the wiring. It just has a fuse and it connects right to the battery, and then 2 leads go up to the switch to turn them on and off. I usually, when I wire up accessories like this, I wire up a relay off the battery and then have the switch trigger the relay. But hey, if this is how KFC, I was gonna say KFC, if this is how KC designs it and it works, maybe these lights are low wattage or something, low amps or something, that they can run the wires like that directly to the battery. Anyway, here we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take off all the paper and start wiring. Continuing on with the wiring, I brought the wires to the back, as you can see, all 4 of them. That was the neatest way to do it. I had to notch a little bit of the plastic for the wires to fit, and then I just kind of bundled them up and zip tied them to whatever I could find to zip tie them to keep them solid as best as possible and from rattling, moving around. So you can see I had to take the grill out to get in there because of the skid plate was blocking me from getting inside, and I didn't want to take the skid plate off. So yeah, there's the wires. I've got them coming up, bunched up, coming up along the side, come along the battery to here where they'll make their battery connections. And then these are the wires that run off to the switch. In my case, there's 2 switches, but I'm going to wire them together to make 1 switch. And Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I got to get all this mess stuffed in here somewhere, and then get 3 new wires around to the other side to go in for the switch. All right guys, here we go. There's the lights all wired up, looking good, all in a row. I need to adjust a little bit this way, but that's no problem. I want to be able to angle them down a little bit. The truck's got a little bit of the California rake to it, so the lights will be going pretty high. So if I turn them down a little bit, it'll look good. I ran the wires up through here, along the battery, behind, around to the positive, and over to the negative. We got a couple of fuses right there. Remember, there's 2 harnesses. And we ran them up and along there, kind of buried the wire as much as we could, all the way to the other side. Stuck the wires in some loom, went through the factory harness through the plug of the firewall. Came through the firewall around. We've got some pigtails because there's 2 harnesses, so we made some pigtails that would connect all 6 wires to 3. We've got a switch here, right there. Lights up when it's on. Let's check them out on. Oh yeah, they're bright. They're definitely bright. And you can see the beam is not right. Each one is a little bit off, so we'll have to align those. So there's a switch. I put it into an existing NISSAN plug that was there. I just took my Dremel and cut it out for the switch and put it in there. It fits really nice. I wish I could have found a black one. My other Frontier has a black one, but this will work fine. So I'm gonna put it back together, clean up my mess, and call it a day. I've been working all day long on these lights. So thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the videos. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And always come back to DIY Willy for your Frontier needs. And of course the mini bikes and the Silverado, whatever. So thanks for coming by, checking out my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. That's pretty cool. Just those lights. Just the KC lights. Wow. That's pretty bright. How far up it goes up the street, all the way to the stop sign.